Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Brown in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. Clock at 6. Pass to Poole. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land. And so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion in the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusions. How about Tatum shredding the D with his passing? So effective in pick and rolls.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Poole outside.
In the first 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Murray from outside. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
This is something that we've seen Murray continue to work on over the years. His three-point shot has improved every year.
Pritchard finds Tatum. That three's off the mark. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And after breaking out in his 3rd season and winning a title, Jordan Poole has struggled to recapture that high level. Last season, encouraging Grant.
Yeah, it was much more efficient with his shooting, B.A. Now, can his defense get back to a championship level? We'll see.
Here's Tatum, following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Brown. White for 3. It's not going to go for him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Poole. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Ooh, going to that hole with confidence. Poole converts that contact bucket.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside White. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's New Orleans now. A big stretch here going. 10 to 2. They grab their own miss to the right side. Murray looking around. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. And here's Simons. Launches it from deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's New Orleans up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So the Celtics 5 right now. We've got Chris Boucher. Jaylen Brown is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Garza in at the center position, locking down the middle. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Pass to Hauser from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Hauser's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Queen. And it's Boucher with the rebound. 1:58 left in the first half. Hauser outside. Simons deciding where to go with it. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Simons got his first bucket in this one.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Getting ready for the Pelicans. Messi, he's checked in for Looney. Williamson comes in for Queen. Poole, he's checked in for Hawkins. And Murray subbed in for Alvarado. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cadis checked in for Garza. Jason Tatum comes in for Boucher. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons. Minute 32 left in the second period. Murray passes to Williamson. Poole outside. 6 to shoot. Murray for 3. And again, New Orleans no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Poole. Three-pointer. Look at Poole showing the range.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Now Brown. No points yet. Now White. Jacks up a 3. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Poole. 10 points for him. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by White. Brown finds Tatum. To the paint. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's gotten his second bucket.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Pelicans on top, up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense, paging the defense.
And looking ahead, thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. DeJounte Murray is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Misi in at the center position. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. New Orleans has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Poole against White. Now here's Poole, tightly guarded. Poole gets it in close.
And this game has Poole's fingertips all over it. This man is dominating right now.
You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, okay?
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you.
You'd love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot-blocking teams. 5th best, the Celtics.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Brown scanning the floor. To the inside, Tatum. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans lead by 7. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And here's Brown for 3. Boston, no good that time either. New Orleans has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Pass to Misi. Tatum against Williamson. Poole outside. Launches a 3. The rebound, Celtics. Outside, Brown. Outside, Tatum. Shot to stop the run. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to Misi. Down low. Here's Poole. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Poole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And here's Brown. Can't connect from short range.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Outside Murray from deep. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. The Pelicans on top, leading by 9. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Queta in at center. And Tatum fires one home.
It's always good for this offense when Tatum is putting pressure on their interior defense.
Poole looking it over. Misi inside. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Defensive foul. Against Queta. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, BC. Shooting 1.
Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he
2
wants.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Poole against White. Outside Murray from deep. Brown pulls down the board.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul of the game. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Tatum against Williamson. And stolen by Williamson. Poole outside. Williamson looking around. Poole outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Celtics trail by 8. Tatum. Oh, he beats him with the reverse. Nice.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Poole outside. Here's Murray. Williamson left side. Poole fires. It's money from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now White takes a three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Second team foul.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Even as much as we've seen him, we still marvel at the power of Zion around the basket. It's hard for a defender to deal with this kind of strength.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Jason Tatum! Murray pulls it down. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. For three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing it.